Ladies and folks, my name is Plasma. Welcome to our first 3 on Akame Got Killed. Basically, my first 3 series is going to be where I judge an anime based on the first 3 episodes, because an otaku rule that I like to follow is that you should judge an anime or whether you should continue watching or not by the first 3 episodes, sometimes first 5, but first 3 for most people, because you can't really watch 5 episodes of an anime they really don't like. So I'll be judging the first hour and a half, because each anime episode is 24 minutes. So if we do 24 times 3, I believe that's an hour and 30 minutes. I could be entirely wrong, but what can you do? So little info on the anime. Releases on Sundays. It's available on Crunchyroll for streaming at 11 a.m. CDT, so that is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And basically the genres are action, fantasy, adventure. It's gonna be a 24 episode anime. And when I heard that, I was like, I yelled literally yes. Like, I love those long animes. Like, those shows that are like 25 episodes are one of those shows that we do get proper development time, proper screen time for characters, everything. It's just, oh my god. Like, oh my god, like, I loved it. And it's also a 17+ anime by White Fox, and basically it's still ongoing. It's 3 episodes currently, which is why I decided to release this on the day the 3rd episode released. So this series will have spoilers, of course. I might put in the title of the description that I'll have spoilers for each episode, because I don't know, sometimes I can bear spoilers, sometimes I cannot. I must apologize if I do let slip, but then I need to talk about this really properly. It's basically my initial thoughts on the episode, and at the end I will tell you if you should watch it. So let's start, shall we? So basically, let's start with the first episode. Basically, our main character Tatsumi basically is from a village with his 2 friends. So he came with his 2 friends, Ayosa and Sayo, I believe. They came with him, but they got separated one time. And basically, Tatsumi made it to the capital, and he basically tried a female called Leon, who basically robbed him of his money. And basically, afterwards, another female came. She was nice enough to let him live, but then unaware that the family is actually corrupted. So then basically what happens was this group called Night Raid, basically part of Leon, Akame, our main character as well, and the Night Raid group is a group of assassins, basically kill them because obviously they can see through the capital's greed and corruption. Now the reason, now overall it's a little story, a little like, I basically summarized episode for you. This episode taught me that even though people may appear nice and not really nice, you know, you have to look through them, because the outside they appear gentle and nice and helping, but then you shouldn't really trust anybody in a corrupted capital greed. And I felt so bad, to be honest with you. Yo, when I saw like his friend, yo, my god, I don't know what to talk about, because if you have not seen the series, it's so fucked up. Oh my lord. I'm also reading the manga. I'm currently at chapter 11, and it gets even more fucked up with like rape and like beating of females, everything. It's just so, my lord. And also what happens in the episode just shows you this series is so dark, and I love those dark type series, to be honest with you, because you also get to find out about Tatsumi's purpose of being the capital to make it to the top to help his village, and that's really an admirable reason. But then also the second episode, everything else changes. His purpose changes. His whole like trying to get rid of evil from the world is still there. He's basically trying to get rid of the world of evil, exiled of evil, which most main characters do, but he's also committing murder at the same time. So that's not really a good thing to do, because in the end he's still committing a crime by murdering the higher ups. He's going to try to become prime minister. Now he's not going to become prime minister exactly. He's trying to be like somewhere at the top to where he can like at least change the capital and help his village. But since he's an assassin, he gets a large sum of money, so he's able to hopefully help his village in terms of getting money, but he can never go back to his village. Alright, so the second episode is more of a character introduction episode. You get to find out, since Tatsumi really isn't sure if he wants to join the Night Raid or not, so basically it's to get to know the people there. Akame herself, since she's a cold serial killer, it'll be hard to get to know her, but actually she's quite sweet, and she actually really does care for her friends, because she has to put this act on where she doesn't really care about anyone, because otherwise that's her weak spot. Also get to find out about Bread, Shiri, Mine, and I think Main, or was it Mine? Because I get those two confused. I think it's Main, but I think in the manga it was something else different, because they showed her name differently, because I think the manga and the anime is sort of different in terms of names, but not super different. The anime does follow the manga exactly, but could have been an edit wrong or two, but I'm not 100% sure. But you also get to find about Shiri and also Mine, where there were 2 different people. Also like how his main is like a tsundere female. She's so like cocky, she seems so like upbeat and everything else, but she's actually quite nice. Also Brian, basically he's like a gay person, but he's actually pretty cool. He's actually a dope guy, pretty tough. You could also find his human form as well, since he wears armor as well. Also Leon, also this green, I can't remember the guy in green, because he's basically, I don't know what he is. I think he's like, he has webs or something. He's really a cool skilled assassin as well. And also a little bit Akame herself. Basically, Tatsumi has to get trained from Akame, since he needs to get trained from everybody else because he's still considered a newbie, even though he did do the job properly. Because remember, since he's like a person who isn't used to killing so much, because he's actually gonna have to adapt to it. Also the boss also explains about the Nightwave's purpose, and they're part of the revolutionary army trying to change the capital for good and like kill everybody. In the end, they're still committing murder, even though it's illegal murder, and they're trying to get rid of the prime minister and also the ministers and everybody else them to change the world, since they were at a war basically where the cap was really corrupted. And also Brunt, basically the big brawler dude, basically was part of the government, but he saw the corruption changed. Everybody has experienced a lot in their past, just as Tatsumi did, because he lost his friends obviously in the second episode. A little spoiler there, I must apologize for that. But then also Akame lost her sister. Shiri was like, since she like lost her friend, that it's just so depressing and sad. The reason for joining the Night Raid as well. Also like Leon was a bit funny. They really didn't explain this episode, but it was really hilarious why she joined. It was just like him getting to know everyone in the Night Raid and just join the group and getting used to the fact that he's going to be an assassin. And finally, the third episode, or this week's episode of Akame got killed. So basically you get to find out more about Main, her character, the pink hair Sundari the midget, and also like the fact of she loves shopping, and she's really so cute and adorable at the very beginning episode because she was shopping and everything else. You really expect her to be the way she is, and also by her past, the fact that she was a half foreigner, half citizen. So basically she got abused as a child because she was obviously a foreigner. Nobody accepted her, nobody liked her, but the reason she wants to be at the top and reach to the top is the fact that she could make sure nobody has a child like she did, make sure everyone is like respected and not discriminated against. She really hates discrimination. I could definitely see that because obviously her child did show her that. And also a little mission they did at the end of the episode was basically found a relative of the prime minister there to assassinate him, so that the fact that they could actually start getting to the prime minister, get some noise of the fact that they exist, and basically they're after the prime minister. And that was basically the episode. At the beginning of the episode, they obviously did have to stop this group of people because they found out the location of the Night Raid base and they couldn't really afford that. And also it was pretty cool knowing about Main more, because of the fact that at first I really didn't like Main, but then I loved her this episode. It's freaking, these characters are so lovable, and the episode really does make them lovable as well. Also you get to find out more about the weapons they have, the Imperial weapons. I think it's called something else in the manga. I'm not really sure if it's called it's basically called Tegus, and I'm not sure they're going to say that in the anime itself, but the manga is called Tegus. The weapons they have are basically skilled and supernatural. You also get to find out more about Bro as well, a gay person. I believe his name is, okay, I said it before, I really can't remember, was it Brut or whatever. You get to find a little about him as well, but it's more about Tatsumi and Main themselves, what they struggles and everything else. And that was basically a third episode in a nutshell. You also get to find out that Tatsumi still cares about the past, in fact that he's still like clinged on to Seiyu and Asui as well. It was just, that's basically the third episode. It was just like the second episode, but with Main, also the relative will get into the prime minister as well, just trying to reach all the way to the top. Finally, I leave with my personal recommendation to watch Akame got killed or not. To be honest with you, the first two episodes, well, the first two episodes were introduction episode to Main and also the Night Raid group, and also the first episode is itself made you want to watch it because when they actually did make progress in the fact the main character is not a bitch, and I love that, not a whiny bitch. He basically gets tough and also can go for himself, and each character has their own motivation to go all the way to the top. Main also the motivation to make sure no child is ever discriminated again. Akame just to make sure the fact that friends are safe and also their future is also safe as well. The Cap, the King, just everybody else just plays a huge role and is trying to get rid of the prime minister. Also Bro or Bray basically is trying to like also make sure that no one else gets corrupted. Just everyone has their own purpose and their own story for reaching the top, and I would recommend you do watch the anime, definitely, also because of also the cute scenes definitely do have. I really do love Main. Just the character. This episode 3 made me love her so much more, and also it's gonna be a lot of like deaths and everything we can get over with, so just a little warning because I'm reading the manga as well, and the manga is amazing. I cannot wait to see some of the scenes in the manga anime. It's gonna be so amazing. Oh my god, this definitely does deserve the hype. Maybe I'm overhyping a bit too much. I normally do that, apologies for that, but I leave you with a recommendation to watch it. It is on Crunchyroll, comes at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 11 a.m. Central Time. I think that's what CDT stands for, Central District Time, I believe. So ladies, gentlemen, folks, be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you did enjoy the video. Be sure to check out my collaboration channel No Game No Anime, where I do anime movie reviews, and I leave with a farewell.